Hello everyone, Mr. Stevens here again. Now we're going to move away from understanding how equations and graphs and table of values all work. Now we're going to start looking at how we can apply these to help us figure some stuff out. So what we're looking at today specifically is how we can solve linear equations, and we're going to be doing that using graphs. We're going to use the graph of a linear equation to find the solutions to the equation. So basically, what we're going to be doing in a nutshell is we're finding points on a line, and the points that lie on the line are the solutions. If a point is on a line, it will be a solution to the equation. We'll see exactly how that works in a minute. The other useful skill that we can take from this is that if we have two different linear equations, we can find a solution to both of them by finding the point where they cross over, the point of intersection. And the other thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to just double check that our answers are correct once we read them off the graph by doing some substitution. We're going to make sure the left-hand side of the equation is equal to the right-hand side of the equation. Let's jump straight into an example. I'm going to do this one. I just want you to watch what I'm doing. We have a graph of this equation, y equals 2x plus 1. And we want to find a solution to this equation. So now, instead of y, we've put in a number. We've given our y a number. So we can come over here to the graph of y equals 2x plus 1. We can find y equals 5. We can read across horizontally to the point on the line, that's this one here, and then we follow it down vertically to find the x value, and that's all the way down here at x equals 2. So we're going to suggest that for this equation to work, x has to equal 2. So let's test it. 2 times 2 plus 1 equals 5. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So now we have our left-hand side and our right-hand side being equal. So we give that a big tick. That means that x equals 2 is a correct solution to this equation, 2x plus 1 equals 5. Let's try the next example. 2x plus 1 equals 0. So now we find where y equals 0, that's here, and we read the point, we find the x value of this point, and it looks like it's minus a half, so we're going to suggest that x equals minus a half. Now, we can check it again if we like. 2 times minus half plus 1 equals 0. You can check this in your calculator if you need to, but 2 times minus a half is actually minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So we give that one a big tick. That means x minus a half is a solution to this equation. Last one. 2x plus 1 equals minus 4. So we'll do this one a bit quickly. Come to minus 4, we read across to the point, we read down to the value on the x-axis, it's minus 2.5, x equals minus 2.5. Now we can check it just to make sure. 2 times minus 2.5 plus 1 equals minus 4. 2 times minus 2.5 is actually minus 5. And minus 5 plus 1 equals minus 4. So we're sure that this is a valid solution to this equation. Alright, I want you guys to have a go at the last two of these. I'm going to just show you how to do the first two. So this line is y equals 2x minus 4. Okay, so that's what we have on the left-hand side of all our equations. So we're going to go to the point where y equals minus 4, and we're going to find the x value. In this case, the x value at that point is just 0. So x equals 0. We'll do the same thing here. We'll find the y value of minus 2. And we'll read what the x value is at that point on the line. And it's 1. It's positive 1. So x equals positive 1. So I want you to repeat this process for y equals 0 and y equals 3. Have a go at it yourself. See if you can come up with what the x value will be at that point. Pause the video and have a go at that, and I'll show you what it is when you come back. Okay, so y equals 0, we just read across here. Sorry, let me use a straight line. We read across here and we see that x equals 2. And then we go all the way up to y equals 3. And we read across. And it looks like at that point, x equals 3.5. Now, something to note, we've been given our y value in all of these. Let's say we weren't given a y value. We were just given this equation. Y equals 2x minus 4. And we were asked to write down a solution to this equation. A solution to this equation could be written in this form. That's this point down here. I've given it as its x and y value. Or we could write the next one like this. So what I want you to see here is that in this question we were given specific y values. All of these gave us specific y values to find a solution for. So we were only looking for x. But you could be asked, you could be just given the equation, this one, and asked to find any solution you like. And what you would need to do in that case is find both x and y values for all of these points on the line. You could choose any point you like. All of them are valid solutions. And that's exactly what you're going to have to do right here. I want you to pick 3 points on this line, write down their coordinates, and they are solutions to this line. This equation, sorry, y equals 2 minus x. After you've done that, I want you to add this line to the Cartesian plane and find the point where the two lines cross over. I want you guys to have a go at doing that. I'm going to show you the answer in just a second when you come back. Okay, so let's plot this line. It's going to go through these 2 points. Let me just line it up. And it keeps going up this way. Okay, this is the line y equals minus 2x plus 1. And the solution to both of these equations is going to be this point here. X equals 1, y equals minus 1 is going to solve this equation and this equation because it's this point here where both equations cross over. And to check that the equation satisfies both of those, we just need to substitute the values in. We'll put in minus 1, and we'll put in positive 1. Minus 2 times 1 is minus 2, plus 1 is minus 1. So those two equal. We're happy. Let's check the other one. Minus 1, positive 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Big tick. That works for both lines. Okay, so don't forget, once you've had a go at some of the questions, to come check back in with this success criteria and make sure that you're comfortable with identifying the points on a line as solutions to the equation, and finding the solution to two different graphs at the same time by looking for the point where they cross over, and also making sure your solutions are accurate and appropriate by substituting in and making sure left-hand side equals right-hand side. Alright, thanks guys.